Pikachu!
Alright lads, and welcome back to the PokéLab. Hope everyone's doing well. So for people who haven't been here yet, what we're trying to do is we're trying to do a 25 deck progression series. What that entails is we'll be playing 25 different decks and we'll be playing 12 games with each deck. We're looking to make each deck as competitive as possible. Ideally, in my head, I don't want to lose more than 3 games with each deck, so we are trying to get them competitive and see obviously if we can compete against the meta. The meta is constantly changing. Obviously, Mew VMAX was the deck that was taking over the meta there for a while. It seems to have took a step back in the ladder and we're versing more of things like Urshifu VMAX. So the first deck that we are playing is the Blissey V deck, which has obviously been doing really well. But obviously, if we do come up against a fighting deck, it's pretty much an auto loss. But we'll jump into it and we'll see what we can play today, and hopefully we can get another victory. Currently we're 4-1 with the deck. So 4 wins is not too bad, especially with a deck that you wouldn't consider to be in the top 10 decks, if you want to say. Yep, we'll see what we're against here. Hopefully you are enjoying the content, and if not, let me know what I can improve on, and certainly let me know if there's anything you want to see me playing. I'm trying to obviously please all the viewers.
I appreciate you.
And I want to just see I want people to enjoy the content that I'm making, because it's stuff that I actually enjoy doing as well. So, yep, what we'll do is we'll dive into it. We've man our hand, we'll mulligan our hand, which is the usual with this deck. So we do have a supporter, 3 energies, which is like the ideal opening for us. And we're versing Sandaconda VMAX. So usually this deck wouldn't impress me too much.
But wait, there's more.
Because it is a fighting deck, that's where things get a bit worrying for us. Don't get me wrong, the big benefit is this deck likes to do bench damage, where we don't really play much bench Pokemon. If I was my opponent, I would ideally just be looking to build up the Sand Breath and do 440 damage, which would KO us. So I've got an option here. I can Boss's Order up the Sobble, or I can just start to try to apply pressure to the Sandaconda. I think if I had a powerful energy in hand, I would definitely go for the Sobble, but because I don't, we're going to just do the Alistair. So what I was thinking there is I was actually just going to rush into it and put the capture energy onto the Blissey and bring one out into the bench, but when he's doing bench damage, I just don't think there's much point at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to discard the other 3 energies and keep a lucky energy in hand. I'm not going to put this Blissey onto the field just yet. I will play the Path to Peak just to get rid of the training court, attach the lucky energy, and we'll attack for 40, attaching 3 energies. So as far as first turns go, if we weren't playing a fighting deck, it's a really strong opening to have. You've got your setup, you've got 2 lucky energies, so every time basically your opponent attacks you, you're drawing 2 cards.
That's an impressive accomplishment.
But we will see what he can come up with. Pretty much everything's playing the Inteleon line just now. It's absolutely crazy in the game, just searching any trainer card. So here it comes, we're getting the VMAX. So you can see what it exactly does. It does 60 for 1 energy, and then it does 20 for each to each Pokemon in your bench. And then you get the G-Max Cyclone, does 180 damage. So really we are looking to get him knocked out as quickly as possible. certainly because he didn't find an energy this turn, I'm definitely going to be using Boss's orders and knocking out this Sobble, because I don't want him actually searching. So what we'll do is we use the Zen Resolve. Actually, we're going to change it up. We're going to get rid of our Blissey, and we're going to get rid of our Suspicious Food Tin. I'm actually going to use another Food Tin here. Attach the Powerful Energy. And then we're just going to attack. So next turn he's got a choice here. He can maybe use Cheryl, heal up.
You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
But because certainly if he was only one energy away from getting the G-Max Cyclone, I'd have definitely brought out the Sobble. But with this can currently, I'm not too bothered. It's given us a couple of chances. So he heals up. He adds the energy back from the training court, and then he'll attack us for 60. And we're also going to draw another 2 cards here. So he is top decking. So I'm ideally looking to get rid of the Sobble here as quickly as possible. We'll use the Path to the Peak to take away his training court advantage. Use Boss's orders.
Get over here!
Bring up the Sobble. We'll heal 20 damage. Sorry, 120. Ideally, we'd be looking for another Hyper Potion, would be really good next turn. As you can see now, our opponent's just top decking, so we do have a bit of an advantage here. And depending on what he does, or what we draw, sorry. I'm going to keep the Path to the Peak because it really hurts this deck, especially if he's not got the training court in hand. So we'll heal up for 50. We'll actually start pulling up another Blissey here.
Fatality.
We'll take the knockout, and now our opponent's got a choice to make because he can either bring out his Sandaconda VMAX, hoping to draw a supporter or another energy. So it's all down to this draw. If he does draw another energy or a supporter card, we'll probably lose the game, but if he whiffs, he's in big trouble. Yeah, so we've got all the advantage in the world here. We'll use another Alistair. We'll discard 2 energies. We'll heal up for 120. And I'm just going to keep the pressure on him at this moment. Shay's going to get another turn out of us if he can. If he can find an energy, it still isn't going to be the end of the world. We still do have an option. No, we don't, sorry, because we've actually used all our Blisseys, so we're really hoping that he can't find an energy here. The Cheryl isn't too bad, it saves him from drawing more cards, he gets rid of the 2 energies I would like to say that pretty much we've won the game now.
Flawless victory.
Yep, and we get the victory there. Our opponent just used all these resources for his Cheryl, where he should have probably waited off a couple of turns and hoped for another energy. But yep, as easy as that. So guys, listen, the deck does work. It just shows you, even versing a fighting deck there, our deck is very consistent compared to a lot of these other decks. And it does work. I'm really impressed by how it's performing. If you do come up against Urshifu VMAX, it is an auto loss, but apart from that, any other deck in the meta, it seems to do pretty well against, depending on how you open, which I suppose you could say that with any deck. But yeah, guys, check out the deck profile, certainly try it out for yourselves, and let me know your thoughts on it. And if you can come up with any improvements, let me know, and I can maybe make them for the future. But once again, thanks very much for checking out the video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button, and leave a comment and let me know your thoughts in the video. Once again, thanks very much. Peace out.